Wario Land. Like, I've mentioned this before. Why did Wario Land suffer a bad case of the Rayman? You know, where a great platformer franchise gets overthrown by meh minigame collections. You know, I guess at least Wario got to stay the face of WarioWare, while Rabbids just took off without Rayman. Here, come on. No. It's not going how I hoped. But yeah. Yeah, Wario Land. Bring us a new Wario Land. And maybe get Way Forward to make it. I think Way Forward could do a great job with a Wario Land. You know, Wario Land Shake It's art style already reminds me of Way Forward, so, you know, there's a natural fit. Why Nintendo hasn't done that yet, you know, it's just because Nintendo hates their fans and doesn't want to make any of the games that we want them to make. In favor of just making more Fire Emblems and more Splatoons. Alright, but yeah. And then of course, there's the obvious one. F-Zero. Enough said. Nintendo make a new F-Zero. That's all. There's not anything else. There isn't anything else that has to be said about a new F-Zero. It's all been said. Just make a new F-Zero already. Oh no. Cheater! Man, has anyone else imagined Captain Falcon getting wasted at the bar because he hasn't had a new game in 20 freaking years? Because I tend to imagine that. I tend to imagine that a lot. Yeah, boom! Wow, Luigi win! Wahaha! Alright. And then there's also, you know, maybe that might even be all the alright. Oh right, there's one more that isn't a new game I'd like to see come into existence, but rather a game that I want to hear from again, and that's Metroid Prime 4. It's already been 5 years since we heard anything about Metroid Prime 4. Just something about Metroid Prime 4. We want something at least. Even like some other 10-second teaser or something would be at least something. We are tired of being kept in the dark about it. Yeah. Alright, so some Metroid Prime 4 news. That's another thing that I'd want. Alright. Here. Alright. Hey, it's me but without the wah. Alright. Alright. Alright, well, that might be all the games. All the games I'd want to see happen this year. Alright, now what should I bring up as my next topic? Alright. Hold up. Let me think of my next topic. What that could be. Hold on. And that's... I've got one. In order to get the game that you want, one currently going Nintendo franchise has to be put on a break. Now, which currently alive Nintendo franchise would you put into the freezer in order to bring back your favorite? You know, for me, I think Pokemon could easily be put to rest. We've seen the state of Pokemon as of this console generation, and it is not that great. So I would take out Pokemon to bring in Punch-Out. Now, what would you pick? What would be your choice for this? Yeah. Alright. Alright. Hold up. I don't think if I have any more conversation topics lined up. Alright. I've got one. What? A lot of you are probably Punch-Out fans like I am. Like, I've seen the disproportionate amount of views that my Punch-Out memes get in comparison to everything else I make. So, I could ask this: what would you like from a new Punch-Out? Like a whole new game. It could be something like, well, obviously I'd like to see some new characters. Obviously. Like, if they're... Oh. Well. Alright, bye-bye. Yeah, what would you like from a new Punch-Out? No, come on! Boom! Damn it!
Well, I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah, alright, anyway. Alright, what's next? Hey, Mushroom Gorge. This is a classic one. Now, what I'd like to see from a new Punch-Out, well, obviously some new characters. What I'd especially like to see is an Australian fighter. Like, that's one that's really surprising to me, that Punch-Out has never had an Australian fighter. One who walks into the ring saying, "G'day, mates!" I'd imagine his personality would be a lot like Dingodile. I suppose he could bear a striking resemblance to Saxton Hale. Alright, now here's a crazy idea. Imagine if the Australian fighter could use his gloves as boomerangs. He can throw his gloves like boomerangs as one of his attacks. Now, wouldn't that be something? Also, his coach has to be a kangaroo. You know, Bear Hugger has a bear for a coach, so a kangaroo coach doesn't seem that out of place for me. Yeah, that's my biggest wish for a new character is to have an Australian fighter. Additionally, I'd like to see a revamped Pizza Pasta. Yeah, probably like the crappiest character from the old arcade games that never got brought back. Pizza Pasta. I'd like to see how they could make that guy interesting. Like they did with Aaron Ryan. I think there's some potential there. Boom. Alright. Alright. Well, I think I can do one more. Alright. Yoshi Falls. Alright, here we go. Waluigi. Alright, yeah, but anyway, I'd like to see them bring back Pizza Pasta. And see just how one of the lamest characters could be made interesting. Yo, the only other Italian fighter they've had is freaking Mad Clown, and that guy is just no. It's just like they ran out of ideas when creating new characters for Super Punch-Out. So yeah, also another returning fighter in the next Punch-Out. I'd like to see them bring back an arm wrestling character. Yo, the oft-forgotten third Punch-Out arcade game, arm wrestling. I'd like to see one of the characters from that game make a comeback. Like maybe Texas Mac. Like Texas Mac seems like he'd fit in a new Punch-Out really well. Looking like a Wild West style remix of the Punch-Out theme. Boom! Alright, but yeah. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool, but yeah. Alright. Alright, yeah, but anyway. You are a pirate! Alright, here we go. Waluigi! Alright, you know, we can continue off the Punch-Out topic. And, here's one that isn't pertaining to characters, no, but rather a gameplay feature. Alright, so, this is also something I'd like to see in a Punch-Out Wii HD port, if that ever happens. And that is a proper multiplayer mode. So far, my ideal of a true Punch-Out multiplayer has never come to fruition. There's only Super Punch-Out's debug mode, and there's Punch-Out Wii's incredibly lackluster head-to-head mode. And what I want in a potential HD port of Punch-Out Wii is a combination of those where it would play out like Punch-Out Wii's head-to-head, but with a full playable roster, and as well as online play. I think that would be their way to give something new to an HD port of Punch-Out Wii. Even though Punch-Out Wii is already a masterpiece that doesn't really need that many improvements. Hey, I like this track too. Alright. Like, the only other improvement they could make is like that, is to be able to replay Mac's Last Stand. You know, for those of us who never got to face Donkey Kong, when we don't have to start an entirely new save file just to be able to fight the Dong and unlock Champion Mode. I'm gonna try the pro gamer strat here. I'm already in the lead. Woo! They could bring back this one in the Booster Course Pass. This has always been a favorite of mine. Alright, but, alright. You know, I'm just gonna start up a new topic here. Have you ever been... Yeah, what is your most disappointing game? The game that you've been the most disappointed with? Because, like, everybody's got those games they hate, like, you know, Chugga Conroy has Paper Mario Sticker Star. But, like, personally, me, like, I have never, don't really recall when I would have bought a game and ended up disappointed. Cause, like, that's the thing about me, is that I don't take chances with games. I only buy games that I already know are good. It's like, that's why I haven't played Sonic Frontiers. It's cause I'm not entirely sure that it's good. I've got a shadow of a doubt. And I don't take chances with games. So there haven't really been So I can't really recall any time I would have particularly hated a game. Probably the closest thing would be like a Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, or just Ratchet and Clank Nexus, simply as it's called over here. And that was simply because that game ended up being a little too short. Yeah. I liked that game, but it just felt way too short for my liking. No. So like that's probably like the one time I've ever been like disappointed with a game. And yeah, but still that wasn't in the sense that I hated it. It's just I wish it didn't have to end so early. Alright. Oh no. And like, my channel is also done in that mindset that I'm not that I'm not a review I'm not a reviewer. I'm not here to tell which game is good and which game is bad. I like making videos of games that I myself enjoy. And that I hope that other people will enjoy as well. No. Ah, come on! I was right there! Wah, everybody cheated!